here's a little bit of the disappointing news that I found in this little article from Cosmic Book News. Disney kills Flash Gordon. Well, meaning a proposed Flash Gordon film. Now they will do one that's animated with Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok fame. And you know, when I was watching Thor Ragnarok and the stylings and the look of it, I thought, wow, this guy would be perfect for a Flash Gordon movie. Little did I know that something like that was in the works, and we're not going to get it. Instead, we'll get some sort of a cartoon, maybe. Now, of course, the last Flash Gordon film, you got to go all the way back to, what was it, 1980 or somewhere thereabouts, for the Sam Jones movie, which is very campy and cheesy, but I don't know, I still like it enough. There was also a cartoon, where it was a little better. Then there was like a series they based on that from Filmation, and for Saturday mornings and all that. But that was about it. You had to wait till the Sci-Fi Channel said, "Oh, we're going to do a Flash Gordon show," and it had a lot of ratings for the initial premiere episode, because it showed, I thought, that there was interest in this character and that story and all that. And of course, that series was utter garbage. They redid it and everything, and oh god, Flash Gordon was what was he, in his 30s and living with his mother? So yeah, it was just terrible, and that was it. And then there was always talk of a Flash Gordon movie getting done. They tried John Carter, who was the inspiration for Flash Gordon. In actuality, King's Feature, that did the comic strip of Flash Gordon, was actually trying to do a John Carter of Mars comic strip to compete with Buck Rogers. And, well, the talks fell through with Edgar Rice Burroughs or his estate or whichever, I can't remember which. He might have still been around then. They just went to Alexander Raymond and said, "Can't you just make up your own sci-fi thing?" And he said, "I sure can." And Flash Gordon was born. And the comic strip became very popular, and probably even more popular than the Buck Rogers story, and spawned quite a few other sci-fi adventures, not the least of which was Star Wars. But now Disney, or the people there, were saying, well, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy, and we've got Star Wars, which... do you? Do you have Star Wars? So they decided to just pass on it because, and let's be honest, there probably are too lacking in talent and vision on how to craft a unique story on its own and its own identity. So maybe they're making the right decision, but I just feel kind of bad that someone doesn't tackle this, goes back to the source material, and comes up with something good. Just a basic, raw, flashy, colorful adventure. It doesn't have to be as cheesy as the Sam Jones movie, but there's some things there that could still work. And certainly Taika Waititi doing it sound about right, but I don't know. They just didn't want to, so we're not going to get it. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Wars killed Flash Gordon. So, what's the quote here? Yeah, we've been working on it. For me, the only problem with Flash Gordon is Guardians of the Galaxy kind of stole what I would have liked to have done with it. So you're just admitting you don't have anything else. You've got Star Wars, you've got Guardians, so you've got to have your own space opera. But you have to find something that can survive among these two very, very great franchises. Well, only one of them is showing any strength. The other one committed suicide. So you still had quite the opportunity here. But, oh, well, yeah, we're not going to do it. So it's too bad for Flash Gordon. Just can't seem to get any respect. And, again, it's rather sad and all that. And then again, like I said, maybe Taika Waititi could really do something. But then when you saw what happened with John Carter, if they tried to do that with Flash Gordon, well, that's pretty bland. But with Taika Waititi, might have made a more interesting film there. I'm not a big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy films, and Thor Ragnarok, I had fun with it, but at the same time, I thought it was way too much departure from the Thor films, and it doesn't quite fit in with them. But it was a fun film in and of itself, and actually, I thought it was the best of the Guardians of the Galaxy films. Even though it wasn't one, but it was clearly influenced by that style and everything. So it's just too bad how these things work out. And the thinking in it, at least the thinking of what they give you, you never know. It says, well, I just can't compete with those, basically admitting you don't have the stuff to stand out and compete with those films. But I'm telling you, Star Wars, it's not much of a contender these days. That could change, maybe. I think it'll be a long time before or if it ever happens. But anyway, that's too bad about Flash Gordon. But anyway, I just thought I'd make a mention of that. I don't see a lot of other people talking about it other than Cosmic Book News here. And just take this time to thank you for watching and listening to my video. And please like and subscribe. And while you're here, check out that link description below. That'll take you to my many stores that have plenty of goodies for you, including my complete and utter disrespect to the old Flash Gordon movie serials and my poor man Mystery Science Theater treatment at my Selfie store. You can check the link there. And oh, look, here's a trailer for one of the episodes. Universal presents. That means the entire universe is behind this particular movie series. Flash Gordon conquers the universe. Oh, well, that explains it. They have to present it because he owns their ass. And at this time, we'd like to remind you that this is a Universal picture. I just thought I'd tell you that from up here you all look like ants to me, and so if Ming wants to poison you, well, fine by me.
You will help me in my conquest of the universe, or meet such an amusing death which I may devise. I have told you. Don't answer now. Think it over. You will never, having deprived you of your... You'll be burned to a cinder. I'm setting you free first.
Well, Dale, it appears Flash Gordon has more affection for Dr. Zarkov than you.